Welcome to the channel. In this video, we will be installing this model Promax on our local system, and then we will play around with enemy art. This model is not just confined to enemy art, but you can support 10 plus control types in condition, text to image generation, and you can also generate high resolution images visually comparable with Midjourney. Let me show you few of the examples from their model card, and I will also drop the link to it in video description. So all of these images, they have been created with this model. Look at the quality, and they have also been um, de-blurred, as you can see in this example, just with the help of this model. How good is that? And then you can do the tile variation if you like. Look at the quality of these images. You can increase the resolution of the images from 1 million resolution to 9 million resolution, and just the vividness and compactness of these images are sublime. You can do in painting, out painting. You can also play around with open pose. You can check out the depth, and then you can also play around with Kenny line art and then enemy line art, and this is what we are going to test it in today's video. But you can use the same method which I will use for any other task out of 10 from their GitHub repo, and we will see how. Look at the examples here. This is all been generated locally with the help of the model. Okay, so before I show you the installation, let me give a huge shout out to Massed Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on a range of GPU, so do check them out. Also, if you want to learn more about this Promax, which is based on controlnet++, you can read more about it, as how exactly they have done and what other tricks and tips they did during their training and fine tuning. Okay, so enough talk. Let me now take you to my terminal. There we are going to generate view, install this model, and then we will see how can we use it. This is a terminal where I'm using Ubuntu 22.04, and I have one GPU card courtesy Massed Compute of 48 GB of VRAM, NVIDIA RTX A6000. Let me clear the screen. First up, okay, so this is a path to it. First up, let's create the Conda environment where I will be putting everything without disturbing the installation on my existing system. So I'm just calling it Promax. Let's wait for it to get installed, and that is done. Now let's try to activate this. The activation is done, and now I'm git cloning the repo of controlnet plus, which you can get it from their model card, and then I have stepped into that directory. Let me clear the screen. Second, we need to install the requirements from the same repo, so simply run pip install -r requirement.txt, and it is going to install a lot of things on your system, so just be patient for a couple of minutes and that should be done. So these prerequisites are done. Let's also install the Hugging Face Hub so that we could download the model. That's done. Let me clear the screen. Let me fire up my Python interpreter, and then we are going to import these libraries, the Hugging Face Hub one, and I'm just going to use this snapshot download function to download the model, and you can see that I'm just specifying that union-sdxl from Hugging Face, and that is all done. And it has been quick because I already downloaded the model. For in your case, it is going to take few minutes to get it downloaded. Okay, so that is all done and fine, and let's exit from here. Now, in order to use this model, they already have provided us some of the Python scripts. Let me take you to my Visual Studio Code, and first I will show you how to use this, and then we will use it. I have opened that GitHub repo which we have just cloned in my VS Code editor. So if you click on this one, controlnet-union-test-enemy line art, this is a Python script they have already provided. If you go through it, these are all the stuff which we already have downloaded and installed in our requirement.txt. We are putting this to CUDA, we are using this scheduler, and then it already has downloaded it. Then we are using this VAE text encoder, which converts the image from latent space to what we could see after. So this is a text encoder VAE, by the way, anyway. And then this is a stable diffusion pipeline. So you just don't need to convert anything or change anything, but this is what you need to change. So you need to give your own prompt here, whatever you want to change your image to or generate your image to. So, and then you need to give the path to a reference image which you want to use. And then once, so two things, and third thing you need to change, keep coming down, keep it coming down. This is, you need to just give a path to your local directory where you want to save the resultant image. So let me put in this value and then I will show you how it looks like. So I have changed all those three things. First, I have changed the prompt to this: a mystical enemy girl with long flowing silver hair and piercing emerald green eyes. And why did I do that? Let me tell you why. I already have a reference image in my local system in the images directory. You can use your own, and I'll just go down. So I just got it, this one. So this is just a reference image. The model hasn't created it. I just downloaded it, and sorry, I just created it through another vision model. So this is a reference image I'm going to use, and on this image I'm going to apply this prompt, that a mystical enemy girl with long flowing hair and piercing emerald green eyes, wearing a traditional Japanese kimono with intricate cherry blossom patterns and all that stuff. And this reference image, this doesn't have anything like that. It doesn't have emerald green eyes and stuff. So I'm going to apply it here, and this is a path of this reference image on my local system, and I'm saving it as a result in this directory, in the outputs directory. So let's run it. Let me take you back to my terminal. We are going to run it from there. I'm just going to say python 3 control enemy lineart.py. Let's run it. So it is going to load the model, and you can ignore these warnings. And it has started the pipeline, it has loaded it, and now it is going to generate the resultant image. Let's wait for it to finish. I'm just going to show you the whole process. There are 30 steps. ETA is simply a few seconds. Should not take too long. And that should be done. Now that's done. Let's go back to my GUI and I will show you the image. So I'm just going to open that output directory. This is the one, and it has created this result.png. There you go. So just to appreciate it, let's put both images side by side. There you go. So it has totally done that floral cherry blossom stuff here, emerald green eyes, and as per your prompt, it has converted this image to this one. How good is that? Let's try out one more. So I'm just going to close this from here, also close this from here. I'm just going to delete, or maybe I'll just rename it to something else to keep it. Looks really good to me. I'm just going to say result one, whatever. Okay, then I'll just keep it here. So for the second one, what I'm going to do, if I go back here and I have another enemy image, I'm just going to pick this one, enemy 4. So let's try to change this image. So let me specify this and prompt in this file, and then I will show you what the result is. So I'm just going to remove this previous one from here, and instead I'm just going to give it this new one. Let me show you what it means. Let's go to the home, and then let's try to show you what exactly this means. So I'm saying it: a dynamic enemy boy with spiky black hair and piercing blue eyes, wearing a sleek black jacket with a red stripe, standing in a futuristic cityscape with neon lights and towering skyscrapers, holding a high-tech gadget in his hand. And then some negative prompt that it shouldn't do it. It is default. I'm not changing it. And then I'm just going to change this enemy 1 to enemy 4. This is my reference image which I just showed you, and I'm not changing the resultant image. Let me save it, and then let's go back to our terminal. Let me clear the screen and then run it again. It is going to load the pipeline and then it is going to generate that image. So second time it's quite quick, as you can see. Now it is going to generate the image. Let's wait for it. Almost there, and the image is generated. Yep, that's done. Let's go back to my output folder, and I'm just showing you in the real time. Let's open that output folder. There you go, we have a result. So let's click on result first. Wow, look at that, how neon lights are there. Let's also get the original one, which was enemy 4 here. There you go. You can tell the difference by yourself, that right as per our prompt it has changed our line art. And as I said earlier, you can use whatever images you want. Then not only you can generate it, you can play around with it. Real awesome model. So I'll be covering this model more. I'm also planning to cover it in Comfy UI. There are some issues which the developer of this model is facing around Comfy UI. So as soon as those are fixed, I'm going to also do another video, and maybe we'll see how to generate images and few other tests around this image editing. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.